Hello and welcome back to Extra Astrology, my extra astrologist. Hello, and today, guys, we're just gonna get right into it. If you haven't already seen, we've got some new purchases up here. All right, and a few more things coming soon, but we're gonna change up how things look. And we have some new, little marbly things. But today, guys, the video is about what will your first time be like with them? So this is going to be a slightly explicit, but not too explicit. If you would like that, we can have a separate reading on Patreon. So go check that out. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Check it out on Patreon. Become a member. Sign up for the newsletter. And for private and personal readings, go to the link in the description. But we're just going to get right into it, guys. And the goal is to get to 200 subscribers. Can we do it? By the end of next week, can we do it? I know we can, but let's get right into it. So this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I hope there's no glare, guys. I really hope. I'm not really sure. I really hope not. If so, I apologize for that. Group 1, group 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, guys, we're just gonna keep it PG-13. It'll still be, full of little trinkets, but we're gonna get into it. Alrighty, group 1. This is it, group 1. Alrighty, what is your first time gonna be like together with them? We have the Queen of Swords. We have got the Tower, but it was in reverse, pardon me. We have got Jealousy in reverse. And we have got Vigilance. Okay. All right, guys. So just to keep it blunt, what I'm seeing is that this first time with this person is going to be exactly that. Very blunt, to the point, quick, and dominant. So I'm seeing that this person's energy is very much so that of I've got my eye on the prize. And so what I'm just immediately picturing is the kind of thing where, you're in the midst of something very casual. I'm hearing something about having a conversation, even something like a very casual moment. And then all of a sudden, there's this moment when you look into each other's eyes, or there's just kind of that understanding, and you're both on the same wavelength. And this person kind of just takes control, obviously in a consensual manner, and you guys just kind of move, right? There's this fluidity that just comes, but it comes with a swiftness, and it's almost like everything goes silent whenever this person begins to touch and caress you. And that's what I'm getting from the Tower in reverse, is that there's no chaos included here. There's no um and I'm also hearing the place in which this occurs, guys, is going to be in a very much so either if you have roommates, right? They're not going to be over. If this person has roommates, they're not going to be over. It's going to be a very solitary, you're there and they're there, and there's nobody who can even remotely disturb this, right? So it's a very peaceful atmosphere, very calm, quiet atmosphere. I'm picturing this happening in someone's apartment. Okay, so this is definitely happening in an apartment building, or even I'm just hearing something about the country, the suburbs, uh something to do with that, where you're not in the midst of society, right? So there's a separation there. And so what I'm hearing is that this person, like I said, there's not going to be really words exchanged. You guys are going to be in the midst of talking about something, but then things kind of become slightly flirty, and this person is going to take the reins, guys, and you're going to allow them to take the reins, and you're going to really be feeling that, and that's going to turn you on effectively, right? So as this person takes the reins and is very dominant, I'm hearing that there will be a move to there won't be a move to a bedroom. There will be a move to some other place in this apartment. So it could be on the tops of something, tops of a kitchen cabinet, tops of a just on top. I'm hearing you guys being on top of something, right? And this person is guiding you, okay? Guiding you. And very much so, like I said, being the leader. Um and as you guys are, commencing this, it's going to feel, like I said, not so romantic. So if you guys are searching for a romantic type of thing, this person is definitely giving a lot of air energy, and maybe some air energy mixed in with Aries energy. And all I have to say, this is going to be a long night, and there is going to be multiple on top of multiple rounds of intercourse. And this person, also, what I'm seeing is that they will not stop throughout the entirety of the night until they effectively please you. Okay, so they're not going to stop, they're not going to take break. I mean, there will be time to take breaks, but it's not about their pleasure. They get pleasure off of you, right? I'm hearing that there's going to be a lot of, so there's not going to be foreplay initially when you guys start, right? So it's going to be right to the, just right to it. And you will be fine because the moment has definitely turned you on. So there's no issues there. And what I'm also seeing is that it's going to be very high intensity. So it's going to be like very high intensity. Um, and like I said, there's not going to be full foreplay during this. This person also is not someone who is really into the taboos of things, so they don't want to try certain things. They're not really into using toys, they're not into um dirty talk. It's very much so about the action, right? It's very much so about the action of of intercourse, the action of sex, more so than, actually talking. But hear me out. They're very much into how you look. So it's like a physical thing. They're really taking in and drinking in your body. And so I'm hearing that they're going to pay attention to your body a lot. They'll pay attention to the curves, they'll pay attention to, every single part of your body. Hands, think hands. So their hands are going to be gripping all over the place, the waist, the arms. They're going to really be, the hands are huge when it comes to you guys' first time. And I'm also hearing that they are not the types who like music playing in the background, so that's not going to be a thing. And if music is playing, but I'm hearing that something accidentally, so this obviously isn't by choice. This would be the first time that this, happens between y'all. I'm hearing that you guys possibly could have been watching something, a film, and then that film just gets left on because you guys weren't, you kind of fell into the moment and you forgot, you didn't really give a crap about what's playing on TV. But yeah, there will be that distant sound of a TV playing some type of film. I'm kind of diving into the film of what it is. I'm seeing something Vince Vaughn just came into my head, so rom com of some sort. It could be playing on the television as you guys are getting into this. Um, and I'm seeing that, like, there's something about the face during your guys' first time. This person's really gonna get off how you respond with the faces that you make during sex, because they're very visual people, right? So this person is a very visual person. Like I said, they're gonna be drinking in how you look the entire time, being very attentive. Also, yeah, that's the main thing, is that this person's very attentive. They pay attention to the details. They pay attention to all of that. So they're going to definitely be deep into that. I'm also hearing that they do, like I said, they're not into toys, they're not into stuff like dressing up and doing all that extra stuff, but they very much so are into I'm hearing fingering. So they do like to finger, and they also they pay attention to the lower part of your body a lot of the time. So it's really not about the upper region. I mean, they care about that as well, but during the first time and for times after that, it's really all about the bottom. It's really all about, really literally, well, not so much the bottom, it's your ass, but like your vagina. right? So it's all about that area, or your penis is all about that. It's not about like the back doors. But yeah, so that's the focus. And like I said, guys, this person is very much so, it's almost as if they don't get tired. They can go again and again and again and again. And I'm seeing after your first time with this person, you're going to be very drained and tired, but it's going to feel worth it. And you're going to feel almost re energized the next day. People are going to be asking you, "What's up with you? Like, what the hell happened? Why are you so hype right now?" And you're going to be like, y'all don't even y'all don't even want to know, right? So like I said, this person is a very simplistic lover. They're very clear cut. They don't really like all that extra stuff, but just because they're simplistic doesn't mean they're not good, and it doesn't mean that they're boring. Okay, hear me out. I wish people would know that about sex, is that just because someone's very simplistic and like to the point does not mean that they're boring. Like sometimes that extra stuff, it doesn't really do that much, right? So, and you guys are going to be very satisfied with this person. I see you having consistent sex with them moving forward. And I also hear, but there could be an issue here as well. I'm hearing that maybe some of you are more so in the watery side. Maybe you have watery placements in your chart, and you're someone who is into kind of the emotional part of it, which this person doesn't necessarily lack emotion during sex. They're very high intensity and they have great eye contact during sex. And I'm also hearing one of the main positions that you guys will be participating in is in missionary. That's going to be like the main position for them. And so this person is not emotionless, but I'm hearing that you guys could be more on the, I don't want to say fairy tale side of it. Maybe you have a Mars in Pisces or a Venus in Pisces. So you kind of have this idea of how it is and you romanticize it and you want things to be a certain way. And you are pleased with this afterwards, but you also feel like, like maybe next time we can make this a little bit more, I don't know, picturesque. But yeah, guys, that's what it is. Group one, hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe to the channel, you know what the deal is. If you would like a, more intense version of this reading, sign up on Patreon. So we've got group two. Okay, what is your first time with them like, guys? Let's go right into it. We have the Magician in reverse. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We have got Celebration, but that was in reverse. And we've got Activation. Okay, group two. Okay, so already what I'm seeing in terms of your first time with this person is that this is going to happen whilst you are in the midst of trying to get something very important done. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys trying to finish a project, trying to do or create a plan for something. Maybe you own a business and you're trying to get work done for that. You're in the midst of getting something very important done when this person, tries to, in effect, activate and take you off of that, right? I'm also hearing that they are very aware that maybe you are stressed in this moment and they want to relieve you of that stress. And they're going to do that in a very amusing of ways. I'm hearing that this person is going to dress up in something very form fitting, or they're going to entice you with a certain thing that they know gets you, feeling some type of way, gets you a little horny. And so that's where everything is going to start off, right? That's the start off point. And I'm also hearing something about things being open to the public, or you being seen, you guys having sex for the first time whilst being having the possibility of being caught or being seen by others. So that is also what I'm seeing as well. And this person, in effect, every time they have sex, not with you, they want to bring the party to sex. So it's very much so a show offy moment. It's very much so in it's not too intense, right? It's very fun, very like, we're gonna have a great time doing this. We're not gonna make this so right? And it's almost like, so I'm hearing that some of you might have felt in the past like not shame towards sex and your sexuality, but almost intimidated to show your body, or something about there's an insecurity tied to sex somewhere, right? It could have been something that an ex sex partner had told you, or just how you might have felt about yourself in terms of your esteem. This person, when you have sex with them for the first time, it's going to feel like, wow, I am so comfortable. I mean, there's just an overall comfortableness during this first time with this person, and there's going to be a lot of talk, right? I'm hearing that this person also loves to kiss, so there's going to be a lot of focus on kissing. Touching of the face is going to be a really main one, and kissing and making out for a decent amount of time. And so that's going to be a really huge thing. I'm also hearing that this person is someone who likes to wear lotions, or they love the smell. They love aromatherapy, so candles are important, essential oils, things like that. The smell of their hair is very like nice, and there's an eroticism about this person. I'm picking up a lot of Leo energy, so this person's a show off, and they really really love to make it known how they feel about someone during sex, and they like to receive it back. So you're going to feel at first, your first time with them, that you're like, oh, I mean, you're gonna give them what they need during that first time, but you're going to realize in the future that you need to be a bit more loud, or just like exclamatory of how attractive and attracted to them you are, right? And I'm also seeing during the first time with them, you guys also could get into doing something that you've never done before with this person. So I'm seeing that you could try out another type of, form of sex. Maybe you try out anal, or there's just like another form of sex that I see you guys trying out with this person on your first time as well, because you're just going to be very open, and you're allowing of this. It's going to feel so comfortable and amazing. And I'm also hearing that after this first time with them, you're going to feel so natural afterwards. There's not going to be like, that post nut moment that people speak on, which I would like to say, women get this too, okay? Women get this too. So, men out there, if you think post nut clarity is just about y'all, it is not, my friends. We get it too. Um, so yeah, that is something that's not going to affect you with this person. You're going to feel really good about it afterwards, and you're going to feel so replenished and just like cared for, so it's not going to feel awkward at all. You're going to have, this is like, honestly, you're going to feel like sex with them is like a party. Like, it's literally like a party. It's adventurous, it's open, it's not shameful, it's loud, it's fun, and we're having a great time, and we make it a event every time, right? I'm also hearing that music is a really big thing for this person. They like to play certain types of music, and honestly create an entire atmosphere whilst having sex. So that is another thing that I'm picking up for you, group two. But if you guys would like a more explicit version of all of this, you can check out the Patreon and have a personal reading with me if you guys like me. Alrighty, group three, grupo tres. We're gonna go on with the reading. What is your first time with them like? Okay, we have the Temperance card. We've got the Page of Swords. That's in reverse. We've got the Heron and Power. Wow. Okay, guys. So, what I'm picking up on in terms of your first time with this person is that they're going to be very patient with you, because I'm hearing that, or maybe actually, I'm hearing that actually it's the opposite. You're going to be the patient one, and I'm just hearing that this person um is going to be shy during this first time having sex with you. I'm also hearing that this person could be someone who's never had sex, or has doesn't have an extensive sexual past, and they could feel quite intimidated having sex with you for the first time, because they have this idea of who you are, right? Or what you've experienced, or maybe they're not that good, or there's just a lot of anxiety running through them. But I'm hearing that you're going to calm that anxiety. You're going to make this feel very fluid. Um, and I just hear that you're going to be very kind And it's going to be a beautiful experience, a very like almost a coming of age moment. I don't know. This is a very significant time having sex, and so that's why point to virginity, or maybe this person has only had one sexual partner in the past. I'm also picking up something about nature. So I'm saying that you guys could be having sex for the first time in nature, or on a trip as well, guys. So this could take place on a road trip, or even you're traveling to another country, and you and this could be someone who is from another country that you have sex with for the first time. um and it's going to be a very beautiful, picturesque moment. And I hate to bring up another film, but you guys know how I am. I'm very much a film addict. I love films, I love actors, I love it all, right? um so I just, when I come to thinking about the energy that surrounds you, group three, in terms of this first sexual experience with this person, it's very much giving me call me by your name energy. So like the scene where Elio and Oliver kiss for the first time, that's what this is really giving me. And I'm seeing that it's going to be something that happens very much so as a buildup. So there's going to be a lot of pent up, built up energy between the two of you. And you guys are going to be the first one to break that mold, right? Break that boundary. And things are going to happen very softly and very smoothly. I'm hearing that you guys, in the moment, I'm just hearing something about the elements, right? So I'm hearing that you could be moving, and your senses are going to be very alert. So I don't know if maybe you guys could have dabbled in doing something that alerts your senses. Maybe you took a little bit of CBD oil. Maybe you guys did something like that. But it's like you guys are feeling, when you have sex for the first time, you're going to feel all of the senses of the earth, right? So it's going to be very potent, this moment. And I'm hearing something about eye contact, but the eye contact is not going to be super intense like maybe a Scorpio. It's going to be very light and airy. And I'm just hearing something about smiling. So, when you guys kiss someone and then you can feel them smile, there's going to be a lot of that going on. Very, just like very light, beautiful energy, and kind of, a lot of licking, a lot of just like very sweet energy, right? This isn't like your very intense, type. What was that? This is not your like super Mars and Scorpio type of sex. This is very much so I'm savoring this moment for the rest of my life. Very romantic, very sweet. And you guys aren't really going to dabble into anything too exotic or profound. I'm hearing that sex is going to last pretty short. But that doesn't mean it's not good, right? You're both going to um get off from this, the other person more so than you. I'm hearing that, well, you will get off, but you guys know how some orgasms, guys, are not some orgasms aren't as good as other ones. But that's no shade. You're gonna feel really good after this experience, but the person is going to actually get like the best orgasm of their life from you. You're probably gonna have like a so orgasm, and it's fine, you're fine with it, I promise. And yeah, guys, that's all I see for you, group three. Subscribe to the channel. All right.